Oh, hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hey Yoki, how you doing? Warm as can. Kuma, J-Spot, good to see you all. I'm Onemoretime. We're here to play a little bit of Mega Man ZX. Getting started with that game today. I'm really excited to play this. Because, boy, it's been a while since I played this game, and last time I remember, it was rad. So yeah, so far we've got a poll going on, boy or girl. J-Spot noting very accurately it's called Mega Man, not Mega Boy Girl because of that, which does actually bring up a good point. The other two options should have been man and lady, or perhaps gentleman and lady, not really sure. But either way, it's, there's still 4 minutes, I think, left on the poll, but I'm gonna guess girl's gonna win. I'm gonna say that's pretty likely. But yeah, hope y'all are doing A-okay and all that. I've had a pretty good Monday so far, needless to say. I'm just gonna turn my mic up just maybe a hair, because I know this game is a little louder. Let's try there. Okay. That should hopefully sound good. I forgot I turned my mic down for yesterday's stream. Ah. My stomach is feeling much better, by the way. Yeah, it was very upset with me for the rest of the day. Oh, nice! I've been meaning to play, that's Goemon 3 for the Super Nintendo, right? I've been meaning to play that since the translation came out. How many peppers I'm eating for this game? Probably 0. Probably. I don't know, I still have 3 peppers left. Yeah, the third Goemon game is pretty nuts. Like, it has a more Zelda-like take. Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump on in here before I start just talking about Goemon. Something that I would not mind. Oh, right, I forgot. I'm used to control with the bad D-pad. This is gonna be great. So yeah, only 2 games in the ZX series. I've actually never played ZX Advent. I'm really looking forward to knocking that out. But we're starting with the, the original. We could play the Japanese version if we wanted. Why is my Y button not working? We're gonna find out. There might be something very interesting about this. I was not able to switch versions, but whatever, I guess. Oh, I see girl now has 12 votes. Alright. I think, unless somebody decides to drop... Let's return to... Let's Ah! I was changing the edition. There's just multiple different languages. I mean, do y'all want to play the Italian version? I mean, there is a character in here named Giro. Or Giro. Like, I already know what to do in this game, so we'll be fine. Alright, pretty sure if I hit A, it's gonna completely skip through this. So we're just gonna we're gonna let this play out for now, because this is an important story. In the meantime, you can see in the lower right corner, I got this little cursor moving around. Look at this. So this game originally came out on the Nintendo DS, and on top of having kind of a funky screen resolution, it's like a little bit more squat than the Game Boy Advance, if I remember correctly. Like a little bit like thinner. It had a touchscreen, and this game makes use of the touchscreen. So their solution, well, one of their many solutions, and I'll show you all of them, is to kind of just put it in the lower right corner, and you use the right stick in order to mess around with things. Also, say hi to Vent. Vent would be the main character, but y'all voted for Girl. So congratulations! This is the only time you're going to be seeing Vents. J-Spot, thank you so much, and Kuma, for contributing to the Game Swap Challenge. We are 77% raised, man. 62,000. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have this by the end of the weekend. Oki, thank you so much also for contributing to the Game Swap Challenge. Yeah, so as you can see, Vent and technically Ellie as well. They don't like Reploids. Indeed, nice. Yeah, you get to join the cool kids, J Spot and Kuma. Oh no. When the channel point proletariat rises up? Oh dear. I always knew that there was going to be a revolution. Didn't really quite expect it was going to be this way. This is actually a pretty long opening sequence. I did not expect this. But they do have, like, some really sweet motorcycles. Yeah, like, look at those bikes. Those bikes are sick. Not sure if I prefer the one on the left or one on the right. Like, I like the more open wheel design of the blue bike, but the red bike, you know, I kind of like how the dash looks. Oh, turns out there's Mavericks. Look at these fun guys. Don't they look somewhat... Oh. Yeah, that's how Vent died. Now here comes Allie to pick up the package. She'd just be like, well, sorry, dude. Guess it's up to me now. Oh, yeah, the package now is just floating and is scary looking. That's definitely going to want to grab that. You better believe I did, Oki. 100%. Oh! Oh, hi! People with guns? Hello, knockoff seal. Here's the big giant snake. Oh, you're right. Definitely not Alouette. Yes. Oh, that's some really good TIE Fighter noises coming out of those guns. Very Mega Man Zero sort of opening going on here. Ooh, the Biometal. Yeah, it turns out the package can talk. Isn't that great? Also, anime! Yeah, so all the anime sequences have been remastered for the collection, which is kind of nice. But yeah, look at this Mega Man X looking guy. These animated sequences actually look pretty good. Like, that was kind of like nice 3D that was thrown on top of there. Yep, so that's Biometal Model X. Would you like to guess who he's based upon? You might have met him before. Exactly, Vile. Also, Boomer Quanger is going to be a later model. Copy X is also a good guess. Mega Man Trigger, yes. You know what? Yeah, it turns out that's really all you need. Just need to have just a little bit of attitude, and you're good. Yeah, so it's kind of weird that they play that whole sequence right before, like, you can actually select anything. It's kind of odd. Anyways, here's where your choice matters. We're going with Allie. Or Ailey? We're gonna call her Allie. See you later, Vent. Nice knowing you. Oh, hey, what do you know? There's an alternate universe now. Thank you for calling Geo Express Transporters. We can take anything anywhere. Gero, is that you? We're not actually gonna sit through this entire thing. We're just gonna wait long enough for whatever, we're gonna hit start. Hey! Anyways, at any point you can switch back into human form. Look at that! How's it going? I'm a lady now. Don't seem to be batting an eye at this, but that's good. So when you're a human, you can do many cool things. You can crawl, and you can jump. And that's it. So let's go back to being X. Oh, we need to switch these controls, because these controls are garbage right now. Okay, so main weapon, yes. Sub-weapon will be L. Jump, dash, transform, X. That sounds good. And overdrive, okay. Yeah, those all sound good. So, Biometal Model X is really, really good. Because you get this, like, really good, like, a dual charge. That's great. Because otherwise, this game has a very, very strong, it basically, it wears the Mega Man Zero on its sleeve very, very heavily. Like, when I started playing the Mega Man Zero series, I thought I was going to have a little bit more difficulty with it. Press... Oh, I can't go in there. Until I started playing it and realized, like, oh no, wait, this controls just like ZX. Actually, it's going to be completely fine. Like, the pace of the game is about the same. The resolution is shrunken down, so now it's a lot harder to just magically dash to enemies and take damage. You know, the power of the Nintendo DS. proving itself here. Deagle, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Thanks for welcoming us with this as we play this hot Mega Man ZX action. Alright, let's mess up a snake! So, naturally it's an opening boss to a Mega Man game, so it's not exactly the most difficult. And overall, ZX is a lot easier than Zero. To the point I actually wish that the hard mode was unlocked from the start. Unfortunately, it just simply isn't. Hard mode is really, really cool in this, because bosses get additional attacks, and just in general are much more tougher and much more interesting. But this will still be a good time regardless on normal. And hey, with that, despite taking hit on pretty much every phase, we got through it. Yeah, no A-rank difficulty changes. Oh god, that would be the worst. Alright, so rendezvous point should just be up ahead. Oh, yeah, there's also collectibles in this game. And they give you different things, and it's great. And hey, look at that! Delivered the package, game over, just go on home. Don't need to do anything. Also, hello, little Maverick, Reploid looking dude. Who looks awfully familiar. Yeah, so Meat Floof, or, well, it's French, and I know I'm mispronouncing it, but he looks very similar to another Reploid that was in Mega Man Zero, that was known for helping out to, like, create things, whose name I can't remember, but was also French. It's Zero, exactly. Zero's here. Look at that. Turns out he didn't die at the end of Mega Man 04. Yeah, I think it's full quad. That sounds right. There probably were multiple Reploids that had French names, now that I think about it. Not Servo. Servo's the other French name, you're right, though, but it wasn't Servo's, not this one. Oh! You mean Zero? Yeah, I know what you mean. We may find out a little bit about that. Hot guilt trip there, Ali. So yeah, overall this game is definitely... It's probably one of the most story-heavy Mega Man games. Which is kind of interesting in a way. Yeah, right? Yeah, like Legends obviously is going to be the most story-heavy, but... you'll definitely see once we get to town. This is indeed, yeah, this is basically what if Mega Man was Metroid. Is one of those mission requests save my friend who's probably actively being murdered by Mavericks? There's not really a good way to break Mega Man and ZX like you could with like other Metroidvanias. Like it's Metroidvania in the sense that like the entire world's connected and whatnot, but you don't really do things too out of order. All right. I think we could just take a mission directly from here, right? Yes. Alright. Well, we could locate Jiro. Let's go pass the test. He's probably fine. He's probably fine. Or she is fine. I'm not really sure. Oh, yeah. ZX has an incredibly terrible map, and we're going to be wrestling with that. Oh. We're not going to do this yet, because this mission is boring. We're going to do locate Jiro, actually. Appears to have met with Maverick Aggression Area B. Go to Area B and find his whereabouts. Alright, let's take this. So, you're probably wondering, where's Area B? Excellent question. So, here's our map. And this tells us nothing. That is basically what the map looks like, by the way. You can't zoom in onto individual areas. So I think we're supposed to go back. I don't quite remember, though. Yeah, that was what I was thinking, too. It was the locked door from earlier. So let's head that way real quick. Yeah, like if Super Metroid just had, like, that one really huge view that you see every time you load up a new game. That's basically what's in ZX as far as this map's concerned. Okay, it's not this, so we actually had to go forward instead. Oh yeah, it was a common criticism back in the day, though. A lot of reviews, like, this game reviewed pretty well. But a lot of the reviews are like, boy, this map system is terrible. So, like in Mega Man Zero, you do get E-crystals. And those will be used to, you can spend them on different things later on. You know, kind of the same, Crazy. Like, I don't think of the DS as an old system. Like, I mean, it totally is, but I don't think of it as that. Also, hey, Crazy, how's it going? Alright, here we go. Can try following this road, maybe we'll lead to Gyro. There we go. Oh man, was it? I can only imagine what that was like. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah, and of course we got our good old Met buddies. Found a computer chip. Oh, jeez. That's totally true. If I think like 20 years ago, I'd think like, oh yeah, Mega Man. He's like, no, yeah, the battle network was active at that point. And that's awful. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like facing my own mortality like that. I've had that happen to me a couple of times where like I'll like reference some sort of like piece of pop culture to my girlfriend who's a little younger than me. She's not that much younger, but young enough that like I'll reference like something I saw on like Nick at Night or something like that. She's like, I have no idea what that is. I'm like, oh no, right. You grew up at a time where not everybody just had TV. We need to get that barrel back. There we go. We skipped over a door, didn't we? Like, did I actually go in here? I did. Speaking of getting old, apparently I have no memory of things. Can't quite get up there yet. Maybe we'll get some sort of ability that'll allow us to go and, like, double jump or something. That'd be pretty crazy, right? Yeah, my family had... Like, we didn't have, like, a ton of money growing up, but we did have cable. Like, it was, that was, like, the luxury we chose to have, as opposed to other things. We do not want to go this way. It's actually kind of funny that the game allows us to do that. I remember we very briefly had the Disney Channel, and then we had to cancel it because we literally couldn't afford it. And I remember being very, very sad about that, because like, I want to watch DuckTales. DuckTales is great. Oh man, look at that hot shit. It is amazing so far how much of this game I do remember. Like, I totally remember this boss. Yeah, so here we gotta destroy these little pillars that drop down and make them launch up into the ship. Oh, man. Digimon. Like, yeah, Digimon's, like, from forever ago at this point. Like, and, like, the... Oh, hey! Who's this Zero-looking guy? Look at him. Oh, hey! And he has Model Z. I wonder what Model Z is based upon. Looks like we both got incredibly lucky with... after we got attacked by Mavericks. Oh, turns out Giro had a biometal this entire time. And apparently was a member of the Guardians. And could have totally saved us from getting blown off a cliff. So, good on that, Giro. Appreciate that. I love the head trauma I suffered. Oh, apparently he also knew I had the power inside me. Yeah, kind of. Getting blown off cliff spells character. You know, I actually kind of relate to that a little bit, Worms. Like I was telling my girlfriend earlier, like because I chose a pretty difficult topic for my podcast and all that. And I was like, well, you know, I wanted to do it because I want to learn the same way I learned how to swim. You know, like kids learned how to swim when I was young. You know, you just jump into the deep end of the pool and you learn to swim very quickly or you drown. It's like, you know, most people start out in like the shallow end though. It's like, get swimming lessons. I'm like, you know, it builds character. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, nice. Is that so? Interesting. I didn't know there was that big of a change. I know Vent tends to be a bit more of like a wet blanket in this game. Like, he tends to be just more angry about things, whereas Allie's just like, yeah, okay, I'm cool, I got a gun. Oh, nice. I forget what that actually is. I probably would know if I actually, like, paid attention. It's going crazy. I don't know. This is bad. Maybe it's fishing. Okay, that's Area D. We don't want to go there. We want to head back to base real quick. Okay, there has to be... I do need to figure out how to actually get that to go away. Because I know you're supposed to be able to... actually do something with that. So let's see... Nothing on there. Yeah, hitting every button. Just... make our way back real quick. We will try not to go crazy while that goes off as well. Oh, there probably is. Excellent point, well made. Let's go that way. There is no door to the far right. Unless you mean go through here, then door far right. Oh, wait. You know what, we will go this way, because why not? Because I know we can head to the left from here. Yeah, head up there. And no worries. There we go. Alright, mission complete. We got 250 energy crystals. Okay, so maybe that's just there to be like, hey, turn this in, please. Which is incredibly annoying. I don't know why they would do that. Alright. Well, we gotta pass the test. So we gotta go to the city in order to pass the test. So let's go ahead and do that. So, Slither Inc.'s guess. So there's a company called Slither. It's run by a man named Serpent. Would you like to guess whether or not they're an enemy? Totally. They definitely did not stick a giant snake on us earlier in this game. Definitely did not. Yeah, so, yet this is another reason why you have human form, so you can actually turn to a human and talk to people. So, let's test this out. Let's go to this arcade, let's play some games. Oh man, look at all these fun arcade games, isn't that great? Hi! You look like you jumped straight out of one of them your video games. Yes, I did. Some of the games have conditions to meet before you can play. Huh. I actually don't remember this at all. Do we have any games unlocked? We do not. Okay, well, we're gonna have to come back to this. You would think so. I mean, things did kind of go sour effects after a while. Down this road, you'll see a door leading to a trans server. The other doors in that room lead to the highway. The highway's within inner peace, but there have been lots of Mavericks showing up there lately. Alright, you have to use the highway to reach the buildings in Area G. You need to go there to buy pet food or my poor pets will go hungry. Oh no. Get a little doggy down there. Oh, hi, kitty cat. So you still do need to, like, occasionally transform to kind of go up here, because you can't wall kick off of things, unfortunately. But nothing over there, unfortunately. Yeah, just crawl underneath all these cars that are very inappropriately parked. Oh, man! What happens if I change it to a human, right? I mean a Reploid right here. Oh. Seems like they get very upset with me. Don't know why they would. Alright, half of this country has come so far with the help of Slither Inc. But I wish it would work on adding more greenery to the city. Oh yeah, John McCain would totally be a Maverick. His power would be napalm bombs. It'd be awful. I tried to make a joke there. It was very bad. Alright, so we have to find different people that are hanging out in this city. And already, I think I started on the far end of the city. Yeah, the backers in this game are really, really good. Also, first off, this car is a reference. This is from Rockman Battle and Chase. It's Proto Man's car. And also, this little kid's dressed up like Mario. Yeah, that game is awful. Eat a pepper every time you hear Rock On. Oh, God. I'll tell you something. There's an arcade in Area C. Yep, I'm aware. Okay, nothing up here. Oh, whoops. Nothing in here, apparently. I mean, if you like, it's serviceable. Oh, you don't want to talk to me? We got Reploids, come on. You're already working at your age? Boy, this country's going to hell. That's amazing. I don't envy the tough work you must be doing. Oh dear. The only time I ever played it was part of the Mega Man X Anniversary Collection, where for some inexplicable reason it was part of it. And you had to unlock it by beating, I think, 2 of the games on that collection? Oh, let's exit up. Okay, well, we can at least get that. Alright, anything over here? Where the heck are these jerks? I figured I'd run into one of them anyways. Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to play Super Adventure Rockman myself. Did I not take the mission somehow? Or do I need to talk to somebody else first before the mission actually starts? He says to himself. Let's walk out here to what would be the star of the area. If I had to guess it, PlayStation version probably would be better. Because it was able to support higher resolutions for its FMV. From Joe Express, aren't you? Yeah, I wonder if we have to, wonder if we just have to come out here really quickly and walk over to the transceiver that was over there. Over here. Also, man, hot Dinobots. So rad. Yeah, because that also leads to A2. This is where we originally came from. Okay. Let's just abort mission really quickly and take it again. Oh wow, it puts me all the way back here. That's stupid. Why would you do that? Permission to enter Guardian HQ. There are undercover guardians hidden around the inhabitants. Locate them and bring back proof that you passed the trial. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Slither Ink. Slither Ink, Slither Ink, Slither Ink, Slither Ink, Slither Ink. Okay. Yeah, it's really silly he does that. I don't know why. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Super Adventure Rockman is an FMV game. And, has kind of like weird light gun sort of sections associated with it. That, are kind of like the action sequences that you would expect. It's a very interesting game. I don't know if it's necessarily good in any sense, but it is very interesting. Okay, don't know how we're supposed to get up there. In a sense. I would say, yeah, I would say probably closer in lineage to Dragon's Lair as opposed to Police Knots, but yes. Okay. I'm trying to think. Oh, that's right, it does. Yeah. So does Snatcher now I think about it. My boy's a rascal and never seems to want to clean up his room. Well, that seems like a problem. Yeah, because they're supposed to show up in these rooms. Okay, so I think the best thing we need to do is we should just go to the start of this area and just start working our way forward. This was a common criticism of this game, though. Like, it's just sometimes exceedingly unclear as far as what you're supposed to do. Oh, hi. Yep, I am. There are 4 guardians like me hidden throughout town. If you can find all of us, you pass the test. Alright, there we go. The trial's begun. Yeah, it is a heavily directionalist game. Also, that's from B2, so I think I know exactly where that is, too. Okay, so we talked to that lady before, and that just leads out of town. Alright. We gotta remember that door that's above there. We'll be able to get back there at some point. Oh, whatever. You're fine. Glasses wearing person. It's probably out of energy. I wish you would get moved. Hey, hello. Oh, I should have known I'd been spotted in the hiding place. You aren't gonna catch my comrade so easily, though. There are places that require more than just strolling on in. Yeah, so this tells you how to, how to crawl. In real life, you have to learn to crawl before you learn to walk. In Mega Man ZX, it's the opposite. You should be careful of the security patrols. As long as they are giving you the green light, you're safe from attack. That's a good question. I mean, if you think about it, like, Repblades learned how to duck, and then they just sort of forgot that knowledge. By the way, when Repblades learned how to duck is when the game became bad. So, can we push the car now? We can't push the car now. Yeah. Okay, nobody in there. I'm definitely, as I've gotten, let's say, less time, well, I shouldn't say less time to play video games, because let's be honest, that's not true. But as I've gotten less time to sit down and play video games for a long period of time at once, I've definitely appreciated more focused experiences, let's say. Let's go through here first. Ducking was occasionally useful in X5 and X6. Yeah, still have it. I do kind of want to try it out, actually. I might, because I'm hearing such mixed things about it. I've heard on easier difficulties the game's like wonderful, and then I heard if you play on the difficulty they recommend, the game is awful. So it's kind of interesting that way. Oh, interesting. Still take hits from him. Oh, look at this scaredy boy. You finally found me. I was afraid of running into the security force getting hurt. That's why I've been hiding here. Oh, nice. I do. It's like, speaking of like, big games I do want to play. I do want to finish Control. I played a little bit of it and kind of bounced off. I mean, listen, they've given like lightsabers to the Mets. Like, that's pretty serious. Okay, for some reason I thought I could go in there, but no. Okay, nothing there. A lot of good cats around. And they're not robot cats, they're just cats. That's just nice. It really is. It's tremendously hard. Well done funny me. Wish we had more of your kind in the Guardians. Specifically small people who can crawl into holes. Alright, there we go, I found everybody. Okay, head to Area C2 and get the certification for passing the test. Alright, let's play a game called Where the Heck is C... We're in C2. Okay. It's just a question of where in C2, I suppose. Oh, here we go. Here, take this! A stuffed animal! Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I have never beaten Ghosts and Goblins. Prairie apparently really likes stuffed animals. Alright, let's file a mission report. Got 200 EC! Fair enough, Kuma. Fair enough. Alright, your permission to travel to HQ. Alright. Hey, guess what? We unlocked fast travel. Well, maybe we have. Oh, can I not travel from here? Ugh. I thought we could, though. Or is it only certain transceivers we can use? Hmm. Indication would be... yes. Huh. Okay, so we need to go to B2 then? Hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. I remembered something about that. Which is, it's kind of dumb that they do that. Could get that energy crystal up there, but why bother? Why bother when I could just dash along like a crazy person? Alright, let's just skip over this. Okay, we need to go to C1. Hey, Petrichor, how's it going, buddy? Hope your Monday's treating you well. Oh, not C1? I guess we just need to keep going to our left. Right? No, wait, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. No, we are in C1. Okay. So there's C1, and apparently there's C1. Which that's fun. Why would you do that? Okay, so we need to go through here. Oh no, we don't want to go to A2 though. I don't think. I think we just want to go to... yes. Yeah. Thank you for asking. This is what if Mega Man Zero was a Metroidvania. Alright, let's go to Guardian HQ. Yeah, we got a Biometal, which is like this weird thing that allows us to transform into a Mega Man! And now we're helping out the Guardians to fight Mavericks. Guardians have to explore the world, so we need a convenient method to stay mobile. Yeah, sounds fair. Oh yeah, I have all these computer chips. And I brought back the certification that I passed the trial. Here, have this stuffed animal. That was a gift from Sis. Isn't that nice? Wonder who Sis is. Treat her by respect. With respect, I should say. Alright, meet at the command center and I will explain everything there. Alright. Alright, look at all these cool people. Look at this giant base. Look at Scrabble Sace. Didn't know there's a cute girl like you around here. Ah, you're the girl of Geo Express, Earl, or something like that. It's a travesty of one as suave as myself. Don't get too upset, Allie, Earl. Close enough. Yeah, a bunch of little rooms around here. There's one very specific room I want to find. I think it's literally just the commander's room, though, but hey, let's talk to these people. Hey, I'm the little girl from before. That's right. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm as tall as you, Reploid lady. I really like this music, by the way. I don't remember this music track at all, but I'm totally into it. No problem. Knew you'd pass the test. Do you say... Oh, you do. Can ever finish my chip? Give him everything he needed to work on it half a year ago. He doesn't seem to care very much about being timely with things. Jeez. Reminds me when I used to take sprite requests. Back in my fan gaming days. Glad he passed the test. Hey, Dorado. Seems like there are more and more Mavericks in the Outlands lately. The situation's gone to the point where we can't protect people anymore. Now that you're here, hope we can do something about them. I need to check out what those are. They're probably just like data discs or whatnot. Hey, my name's Bar! Thanks for saving me earlier. Miguet already patched up the injury that the snake mechanaloid gave me. Rose is gentle and shy, she's more my type. I have some advice for you. Try not to transform around town. Mavericks wandering in from the Outlands or security mechanaloids will sense the weapon you hold and attack on sight. Yeah, it seems bad. Oh, these are biometals, so I can either just be human, or I can be Biometal X and be Model X, which is basically just X. I am lady who looks like Mai from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's too early to tell you my real name. Consider hiding more of a code name. I've heard rumors about tough little girl using a biometal to fight. It's all well and good to be tough, but sometimes you have to take a step back to see things clearly. Good advice. Okay, can we go further down? We can! Oh, hello, little kid. Thank you, Sardine. Why did she give you that name? It's cool, isn't it? Yeah, sure. Tried to name Perry's stuffed animal for her, but she didn't like the name I came up with. Fair enough. Ooh, what's over here? Huh. I guess that's the core of the ship? Hi, lady with big rocket launcher! Hey, Cedra. Quite attractive, but nothing compared to my beauty. You would give Prairie a run for her money, though. What do you think of this lovely rocket launcher? I'm assigned to HQ, so I rarely get a chance to use it. But I always carry it around just in case. She's like that one Toad in Mario RPG that guards the Mushroom Kingdom town. Oh, first time seeing you around here, little girl. Hope you have permission to be here. I have a gun. Wow, my name is Treat. Can I see the biometal? If it was me, I'd put it in a display case so it didn't get dirty. You're a transporter, aren't you, Allie? Oh. Man, you're even scared in your own room. You should also not steal my stuff, as well. Okay, Congrate. You really no idea why I'm working here? He's just always huddled up with his gun, apparently. Oh, this is one of the doctors. And I'm the doctor here. Fantastic. Hope you don't mind if I ask for your help. We don't have the manpower and everyone else tries to help out where they can. I have a feeling you all are going to have a ton of side quests, aren't you? Oh, and here's Rose. Lately I've been too busy, but I used to stop by town every once in a while. Anyways, I hope we can help each other out in the future. Prairie, where's your room? This is not your room. Sounds good, Petrichor. Yeah, she did look like Lyra, didn't she? Well, miss, I was worried about you, but it looks like you passed our test. What's your name? Alright, hi, Thon. Say it suits a big guy like me? I guess. Why did they make some reploids big and others babies? I mean, I guess variety is the spice of life and all that, but... Why, hello there. I can't believe the little girl in front of me is able to change into Model X! Don't know exactly how you were chosen, but I do know that sending such a young girl into danger shows how desperate these times are. But whiling away the hours fiddling with machines. But there's not much space for fixing. Seems to be working on something important there. Huh. Oh, I think we already talked to you. Ah! I got some skills with machines, work with Cyril, and I help him out from time. Yeah, y'all are definitely gonna have a ton of stuff for me to do. Oh yeah, let's check that database. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, so we can see all the different monsters and whatnot. And I'm guessing these are all gonna be enemies. Yeah. Tornado Fencer. Valkyrath. Okay. I don't think we're gonna look at all of these, because I think we spent a lot of time just sort of hanging out and talking to people. So let's actually go and maybe advance the story a little bit. Oh, thank you. Glad to be here. Yeah, that stuffed animal does indeed look very familiar. The commander of the Guardians. Prairie is the commander of all the Guardians? She's very important clients. I guess that does mean she does deserve a little bit of respect. Prairie's my age, right? How could a girl my age be commanding the Guardians? The sentient machines known as Mavericks continue to attack people. Terrible situation should not even exist. 100 years ago, man and machine put aside their differences and agreed to a truce. The Guardians have continued to investigate the root cause behind the current Maverick outbreaks. So yeah, guess there was a big period of peace before bad things happened. Found a research lab belonging to a certain scientist. Who's the certain scientist? The first commander of the Guardians, the one who disappeared, she was my sis. We are hauling the biometal that you found at that research lab. A long time ago, the world of humans and machines was saved by a group of legends. Biometals are fragments containing the consciousness of those legendary heroes. So yeah, we aren't just Model X, we are literally X. There might be some hint regarding the Maverick outbreaks in the data stored in the lab. Flu's personal laboratory is right next to the transceiver room. Take the biometal data there for analysis, and I'll be analyzing the computer chip that you brought back. Hey, I want to talk to you again. Can we talk? I'm amazed you're one chosen for Model X. Yeah, she doesn't have much to say, apparently. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, here's her room. It's pretty rad. As you can see, there's a lot of references to the old cyber elves in the background. Also, boy, look at those incredibly fuzzy pictures in the back there. Boy, they look like people that we know. Definitely like some sort of red Ripblade and some sort of human girl that was probably his friend. I don't know. Kind of crazy, right? Anyways, we should shoot this thing a lot. No real reason to, but we should. Sure, there's a good reason why we're doing this. Hopefully we don't say you need like some sort of sword or something to do this. He says, not quite remembering the requirements for this. Yeah, I recognize the middle row pictures of the 3 people, but the top right one, not so much. Yeah, this is definitely a case of, Oh, we might not actually be able to get this yet. We might need something that can actually hit this a little bit more often. So, that's okay. Just means we're gonna come back to this room. And we're gonna give that thing the business. Right, good, I've been waiting for you. Now where is this fragment of biometal? And over to biometal. Alright. Yes, turns out this biometal contains the soul of a Reploid who is very whiny. Mavericks detected in Area D. Huh. Alright, guess we're going to Area D. That's right next to Slither Inc. head office. Alright, looks like our enemy is on the move. After I did a little snooping on the chip he brought back, found that there's a program controlling the Mavericks. There's someone behind the Maverick attacks, but they're just making them seem like random raids. Technically, Koopa, we don't know that. It's not been proven. It's just near the Slither Inc. headquarters that they're attacking. Was he trying to steal the biometal you were carrying? Takes time for them to be recalled to the head office from their patrol routes in the city. Guardian ground forces are moving to intercept the Mavericks in Area D, which is going to be us. Biometal, I can put up a fight. Yep, yes you can. We need to hide the biometal away. This is not true, Giro. I've played a lot of Mega Man X. It's far too dangerous for you to go out there alone. That would be really nice. Oh, hey, we're here. Aw, Giro. I can see why essentially Zero selected you. You got a heart of gold. Oh. I think we have to literally be human in order to select that, don't we? Oh, no, we just gotta shoot it with our gun! There we go. I always forget that the solution to every problem is gun. Also, look at this. Hey, found a life up! Guess what? Heart tanks are back, everybody. Heart tanks are back! No more getting punished for having... Don't know what happened there. No more getting punished for having upgrades! Isn't that nice? I think that's nice. Hero rescued me and continue on alone. Yeah, so I don't have plans to 100% this game, but I'm not against finding most of the stuff. Also, this entire area is basically just a Mega Man X reference. If old Buggy here wasn't proof enough of that. To the point that this exists. You literally come down here, you can get extra health. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. And then, yeah, you face another one right afterwards. Got a dash jump over that. No messing around. I really like this music an awful lot, because it reminds me, like, of F-Zero, oddly enough. Like I'm, like, racing on silence or something like that. Hey, okay, we're at Slither HQ. Oh! Seems like things have gone bad. The blue Mega Man. It's time to see the legend in action. Oh! Turns out Gyro's possessed, and he's gonna try to murder us now. Ow. Hopefully he's not too tough. Doesn't look like it. Oh, got some wild attacks! Oh, got struck by lightning. Man, that's just unlucky. That's like a 1 in, was it, 7 million chance? Model Z, the red Mega Man. I'm sorry, that's the red Zero? It's not Mega Man. Hi! Name's Serpent! Yeah, guess what? Turns out my entire organization's evil. I am the Model W Mega Man. I think Model F is orange? Model L is blue, but not as blue. Or maybe more blue? Okay, well, who's your backup dancers? More of a challenge than this one. Oh. Poor Gyro. Get wrecked. I love the idea. It's called the Mega System. We are called Mega Men! And Mega Ladies. That not all Mega Men are fit to rule. Ugh. Oh, so this was all a false flag! And he gets with a facade of peace. Eventually they will all become a glorious sacrifice for Model W! Project Haven. That seems bad. Oh, good. Gyro's back with us. Look at him. He's doing fine. Gyro's fine, everybody. Look at that. Oh. It's time to become basically the title screen. Might die from it, but hey, you know, gonna kind of die regardless. All right. More hot anime. Yeah, it's very serious. It's incredibly serious what is happening here. Nope, gotta wait till the next game for that. Anyways, subs over dubs. Dropped into the anime? Anyways, hey, we're just basically zero now. I like to think that the Model Z part kind of took over for the Model X part. It's just like, get out here, son. Yeah, so, we're literally just zero now. We don't have, like, a dual charge anymore. We can only charge up one level of our Buster. But, you know, what makes up for is that we now have this really awesome saber, so... It's a Slither Inc. airship. The battle between the Mavericks and the security forces has begun. Can't stay there, it's too dangerous. So yeah, bad news, Gyro's dead. Good news, we got a hot new body. Oh, Allie with the Survivor's Guilt. Alright, they analyzed the data, found out a few things. Model W has the power to corrupt machines and humans alike! Which... Huh. It's an escalation. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah. We're scanning the system. See if there's any life in it. So, turns out there's an evil biometal, which somebody decided to create, which I don't know why would you do that, but good on you, I guess. Lock the seal that contains the core. Managed to get to Model X and Model Z first. Get a mission plan together. I'll add that information to the trans server. Please don't forget that. Get Serpent for Jiro. Will do. Alright, now it's time for happy music. More importantly, though. Oh, alright. Alright, we're just gonna beat up on this for a little bit. Don't mind me. I wonder if I'm actually not supposed to slash it, if I'm actually am supposed to shoot it just repeatedly. It's okay, it deserves it, I assure you. Alright. Okay. I'm just gonna check something real quick. Don't mind me. Ah, okay. Gotcha. So it is literally just I gotta attack this repeatedly. Okay. Alright, so while we do that, this kind of does look like a background for, from Phoenix Wright. You're definitely not wrong about that. Yeah, so, as I was alluding to earlier, those pictures in the middle there are Alouette on the left, Seal, the scientist from Mega Man Zero, and Zero himself on the right. I wonder how many times I gotta shoot the darn thing. Just, straight dumping! Straight dumping! Yeah, this entire room is just a giant reference to Mega Man Zero. Like, literally every one of the plushes is some sort of, reference to, the Cyber Elves and whatnot. There we go! Ah, finally. Hey, we got a W tank! Look at that! Isn't that cool? Look at that! Restores all the energy for a biometal in possession. Yeah, it's the Easter egg from the original Mega Man games. It's, mildly useful, let's say. Oh man, look at this big old buddy! The King Flyer! He's a special chemical fuel called methane hydrate that can only recently been put into production. Huh. Isn't that nice? I think that's nice. Yeah, so these should just be all the different people. Oh man. Gardenia, Tulip, and that one. Oh, it's fine. It's not like the stuffing was coming out of it or anything like that. Probably. Yeah, I'm alright, Fluve. You need to learn to control the biometal. Yeah, fair enough. Let's do another mission. I sent a yellow card key to the server. You'll be able to open yellow doors with it. Isn't that nice? Alright. See what sort of missions we got. Search the plant, find survivors, fight the Mavericks, secure the biometal. Part of me wants to secure the biometal, but let's search the plant first. Oh, there's a biometal signature in Area E outside of residential district. Okay, well... Slither Inc. owns the power plant there. The facility was raided by Mavericks a long time ago. Ever since then, no one's dared to go anywhere near it. Investigate the plant and retrieve the biometal. Alright, let's do it. So we need to go to Area E. Guess we'll go to Mountain Pass. Alright, what is the best way to get to E? Well, how about we head to our right and hope for the best? I mean, logically, if we went to D, that would make sense. And we just keep going to our right. Sound good to everybody? It sounds good to me. Oh, we can also go to these doors now, because we have cards. Oh, no, we can always go in these doors, I guess. Actually, I don't think this was the A. Yeah, I mean, that sounds right. Tell you something, there's an arcade. Oh, yeah, I already know. We'll just keep this on, because we're going to have to duck down below things here in a second. Oh yeah, because unfortunately, since Model X, well, it didn't get blown up, but because it combined with Model Z, we unfortunately don't have access to Model X. Once you beat the game, if you do a New Game Plus run, you do get to keep Model X, which is nice. Not that it's like the most useful biometal in the world, but kind of nice to have. None of these are available yet, unfortunate. Let's just keep heading this way. Ooh, nice fountain. Oh, do you now? Does it feel wonderful to sit next to a fountain and listen to the water? I just come to relax when things aren't going my way. Aw, that actually sounds really nice. Kinda wish I lived next to a fountain. It's over this way. Ooh, unlockable things. That's what's around here. Didn't really need that giant health, but, you know. Oh, hey, that said E. There we go. Perfect. The plant is still active and producing energy. According to the database, it has been offline ever since the Maverick raid. There's something fishy going on. Be careful, Allie. Okay, so... Oh, hey! Spiders. So, now that we have the sword, we can now play this like a Mega Man Zero game. Which is kind of what this game was designed to be in many ways. There is clearly something up there. And once again, since we have just more screen real estate to make use of, we don't have to, like, basically memorize where the enemies are anymore. Nothing up there. So we can just dash forward and just make short work of these enemies. And the sword right now, as you can tell, is insanely powerful compared to the Buster that we had. Like, that was like one difficult problem with the Buster, is that you needed to have basically a charge shot ready to go at all times. Which was not very useful. You know there's gonna be something, like, hidden in the foreground. Like that. They keep, you know, producing those and not able to make use of them. Not able to get, like, hidden stuff. Oh, I bet you I can... Bet you I can jump on top of those. In fact, let's go back and do that. Like, what am I doing? I briefly forgot you can jump up walls, by the way. You can. Although the timing on them is strange. Okay, no, it's... Wait, yeah, it totally is. Very, very strange. You basically always want to be on top, otherwise you're gonna fall. Oh, hello, false wall. Hello, another false wall. What's over back this way? I'm very, very curious. Oh, yeah. Glad I came back. So E must stand for enemy, so we know that's an enemy disc. So far, discs just seem like, hey, these are just little codex entries, so it's not something that I'm too concerned grabbing every one of those. Like, that's cool that we can get them, but whatever. Alright, we shut down the plant. We broke everything, everybody! Just threw a wrench into the gears and walked away. Problem solved. Don't gotta worry about anything anymore. Bet you those Mavericks feel silly. Nope. Still nothing. Oh, hi, Sub-Tank! I see I forgot you're in this game. I am incredibly proud of property. I'm always proud of property damage. So yeah, we should be getting... Hey, there we go, finally. Oh. There's a hidden area. How do we get to hidden area? Oh, I wonder if we just have to go through a door or something like that. And we end up over there, maybe? Oh! Hi! Oh! I see giant cannon. I recognize giant cannon when I see one. Okay, oof. Oh, yeah, I can still hit him. Okay. I can still hit him underneath. That's good. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. There we go. Nice. Knocked him out. Alright. Oh, yeah, okay, so... I know where that leads. Kind of odd that they set that up. Oh, hey, Cyber Elves! Someone when Jiro disappeared. Wait, what? Cyber Elves? People just forgot what Cyber Elves are, huh? Even after all the Elf Wars and whatnot. Don't understand why there are so many of them here. That power plant, it must be using the Cyber Elves to generate power. Huh. Well, that sucks. Unbelievable. Cyber Elves are all sentient beings like the rest of us. Hey, KP Bot, how's it going, bud? It's good to see you. Please shut down the power plant. Alright, we will. Not because you're asking me to. Oh, you can stand on those guys without taking damage. That's cool. Oh, I can knock them over? Ah! Okay, that's pretty good. just not gonna mess with it. Oh, I want that out. I'm guessing, yeah, okay, you have to have full health in order to fill your subtanks. It's not like 0-2. Huh! Just giant heartbeat thing going on there. That's kind of neat. Oh, it feels like there has to be something this way, right? Oh, boy. No, doesn't look like it. Cool background. I feel like Mega Man Zero, the Mega Man, like, franchise is really big about being incredibly on the nose. Yeah, true. That was. Oh, the seal system does? That's messed up. Kind of out of character for Seal. Also, look at this guy! Hi, High Volt. Now, how did a little girl come wandering all the way out here? Are you the one who just... Did you throw all the sand into the gears and the gas tank in this place? Like, what are you doing? Done your research. It looks like I can skip the introduction. However, make no mistake, I'm not just a simple puppet like those mavericks. I'm an artificial Mega Man created to draw out the power of the biometal. I'm the Model H Pseudoroid, High Volt. Have no fear, it'll be over soon. You'll just feel a little jolt before you sleep forever. Alright. So, okay, well, I've already failed. So, I was trying to accomplish something very silly there. Well, not really silly, but... So... these Pseudoroids have weak points. The problem is, you're actually not supposed to hit the weak points? And hitting the weak points will affect your rank. To the point I actually kind of want to start over. Ah. There we go. So, level 2 victory! The energy we procured here is already well on its way to Lord Serpent! All that's left of the room is the hack into the Model W core. Oh. Well, at least we blew him up. But hey, we got a new model. The Biometal of Wind, Model H. Mm-hmm. Those explosion effects looking good. All this was started by a single man. Even if you destroy the Model W core and stop Serpent, you must have stopped another madman from rising up and taking his place. Yeah, I guess we just let everyone die. Yeah, you know, that you got a good debating skills here, Model H. Why bother protesting working conditions in factories in China when you have an iPhone? Climate change, but you drive a car. Serpent has separated my data into two halves. There's another Pseudoroid with the other part. If you can defeat it, I will be able to give you my password. Alright. So hey, we got Model H! Model H is cool, because it's the slashy model. Got this high overhead slash, got this slash. You also have an air dash, and that's neat. You can also have an upwards dash. So now we can reach other places we couldn't before. I can hop up there, isn't that cool? Alright, let's shut this up. Alright, mission complete. Got 200 energy crystals. We got a green card key. So now we can open green doors. Alright, let's save real quick. Alright, let's go back to base really quickly. Because we should be able to spend our energy crystals on something. And I would like to find out how. Yeah, so Model H is not exactly a powerful model, because we don't get like a good triple slash or anything like that. But it does move very quickly, because you can dash jump, then dash. So you can just fly. Oh, I was worried about you too, I think. So the Inc. has begun work on using biometals to design Reploids. Yeah. Yep. Ran to one of them. Maybe it's lab? Hey, welcome back, Petrichor. How's it going? Yeah, this is a good helmet. Oh, yeah, so because I didn't get a rank 4, my biometal's damaged, so I get to spend biometals in order to repair it. Yeah, because you can see that little energy bar that's on the right. It has a max limit. I actually don't remember its overdrive at all. Alright, where... Okay, blah, blah, blah. I know I'm able to spend this energy crystals on something. Maybe it's not here. Maybe I'm incorrect about that. Let's go back to the city real quick. Because I also want to see if maybe, one, we can get to different places, and two, I want to see... I am looking forward to just, like, experimenting with the overdrives, though. Because, yeah, I did not remember that was something in this game. Oh, this is really great, because I have a busted D-pad. You have to hold directly up in order to dash up. If you're holding diagonals at all, it does not work. So this is going to be very fun. Oh yeah, I don't think we were able to go in here before. Oh wait, there's lives in this game? There are lives in this game, huh? What do you know? Didn't know that. Oh, right, this is the wrong biometal. What am I doing? There we go, hey! Oh, yeah. We're closing in. Oh, geez, right, I forgot. You're the biometal of the wind. Huh. Alright. Oh, yeah, oh, look at that hot E-Tank that's in the background. Look at that hot reference. I mean, you only got what? 23 days? Got 23 days left to make that happen. If you don't, then Mario's gone forever. Oh, hi. Oh, hey, it's Luigi. And with another reference to Rockman Battle and Chase. Some bad guys destroyed it? Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Let's do this. No? Alright, fine. Oh. Can I... No, this is just a data room for some reason. Well, that's neat. Alright, this leads to... Did you all build the city next to a volcano? Did you all make some mistakes? Did you all make some decisions you shouldn't have? Because, like, I'm not gonna judge y'all, but, I mean, I am gonna judge y'all. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Ah! Ah! Yeah, you know, somebody was like, yeah, but there's hot springs, so that's cool, right? And it's like, but your face is also going to get melted off. Oh, well, that's a nice thing that's up there. Once again, wish I didn't have full health. They kind of do. Like, SMB2 is almost on the verge of being excessively difficult. But like, Super Mario Bros. 1 feels perfect. Okay, so there's nothing there. I feel like there's gonna be something down here eventually, but I don't know what. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing in here. That's where we discovered a person. Oh, is that so? Oh, let's go back and check that out then. There's probably certain triggers that cause different people to show up at different times. Give you incentive to come back and explore. So while we're doing some initial exploring, since we just happen to have Model H and thus have a lot more mobility now, we'll have to remember to come back here at some point. Like, not immediately, but at some point. Okay, nothing too crazy hidden amongst here. I think that's a Serpent Incorporated headquarters? Serpent being the bad guys. Ah. I do love the mobility options you have with this. Oh, did not dash for some reason. That's incredibly strange. Ah, there is something up there. Alright, let's see if we have new games. We do not. I wonder if you have to defeat 2 pseudoroids. Alright, let's see if we can't get that up there. Okay, I see what we gotta do. Oh, I wonder. Actually, hold on. Ah. Okay, so what we need to do... Oh, can I can't. Okay. So we need to combine things. We need to... Oh, and then we gotta hold up, but... Sometimes holding up is... Oh, actually, I bet it's... better to do it from up here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Oh, something up there as well. Nope. Boy, be a shame if somebody came in here and turned the power off to the fountain for absolutely no reason. Hey, how's it going? Oh. Oh. Nothing sadder than seeing a fountain without water. Did you know in the winter the fountain freezes over? Not sure why, but frozen fountains still help me relax. Oh, that's nice. What's down here? Oh. Well, let's get a mission. Alright. Distress call coming from Area F. There are Mavericks and biometal signatures in close proximity. Being pinned down by the Mavericks. It's likely that they are innocent civilians trying to flee. Head to Area F and rescue those people. Secure the biometal while you're at it. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so more fun times. Where do y'all think Area F is? You know, makes it easier to travel. In a sense. So, the biometals contain the souls of previous heroes. So, like, Model X has the soul of... Probably not this way. Model X has the soul of X, for instance. Model Z presumably would have the soul of Zero. I don't think they ever actually say, but I think it's probably a safe bet. Gee, where best to go, eh? Let's go to Forest. Because I know there was a door we couldn't get through before in A2, so let's try going through there. Okay, that's B1, so definitely not this way. You are a chosen one. Chosen ones are able to use biometals. It's not really much in a way of telling you why exactly you're a chosen one or anything like that, but you just are. You're so chosen. Ah, come on, there's nothing up there? Why would you do that? Okay, that's just Area C. So it wasn't that door. Alright, we'd already gone that way, so... Might as well get my health back. Alright, maybe it's gonna be this way? I know there was a door we could have gone through, but we didn't. Okay. Oh, no, I actually do want to travel on those branches. Oh, hello, Hidden Health. Oh, hello, Hidden Sub-Tank. How do I get to you? That way, I guess. Okay, well, that was easy. Alright, well, even if this isn't the right way, glad we came this way. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is the door I was looking for. Yeah, we weren't able to go this way earlier. Okay, can't go through there yet. So we're just gonna have to remember that's there. Can go through here, though. Okay, there's an amusement park randomly in the jungle. It's not where we're supposed to go, though. Okay, so this was a bit of a wash. So, not this way. But good news is, when we have to go to Area H, we know where it is. You know, I'd like to look on the bright side of things. I wonder on the far if we should go to the far side of D area. I wonder if that would be the right move here. Seems like it would be a safe guess. Alright, let's go to B then. Because from B will instantly get us to D, and in D we can head all the way to our right, and that will get us to F? Wrong way out of B. We have to go to our left, go up, and then to our right. This darn D-pad. This darn D-pad. It just refuses to accept up inputs anymore. Or at least that's what it feels like. Recently, not particularly, other than working on a podcast. Other than that, just a ton of streaming. Ton of streaming. Oh, I wanted that health! Ah! But, oh well, who cares, we're here. Oh, that's... Back row kind of mixes in with other things around here. Can I put this back up? I can't. What about you, Petrichor? How have you been? What have you been up to? Alright. So hopefully we should be getting to Area F. I'm actually going to switch back to the Model Z here. Or ZX, I'm sorry. Just has a little bit more killing power. These enemies are just a little bit beefy. Oh, nice! Like, reading a book or writing a book? Oh, nice! What's your book about? You may have told me already, but... I'd be interested in hearing about it again. So that old Mega Man chestnut of if you have a spinning slash, you just wiggle back and forth to do a ton of damage. That's good to know. Okay, let's just casually walk past Slither HQ. We'll see you jerks later. Guarantee it. D3. Oh, but I can transport from here, so that's great. I can come back here easily. I see spikes. And I see something that I feel like I should be able to... No, I can't. Okay. Oh, just too short. Weather-themed mystery set on the Caribbean. Interesting. I have no idea what area that area is, but... Oh yeah, because this is... Well, we found Area G. We're at least very, very close to a transporter, though, so it's not a big deal. I like to think we're just in the exploration phase of the Metroidvania, and that we're just slowly learning the ropes of what's around. I have not, unfortunately. Yeah, the map is incredibly bad. Because it doesn't tell you, like, how many exits there are, or, like, how many separate sub-areas there necessarily are. Like, for instance, C, technically, which is town, technically has 3 sub-areas, but there's actually more than that in there. And there's more exits. So yeah, it's incredibly, incredibly unclear. Feel like there's something up there. And even if there isn't, I want to know. Explore every wall. You never know when they're hiding something up just out of sight. Hopefully I didn't just run underneath the door, by the way, because, boy, that'd be embarrassing. Oh, hey, here we go. But first, I think there's like a few things we can explore around here, because we can now have the ability to go up. Yep. What's in here? Where's this lead? This is almost undoubtedly not where we're supposed to go, but... Am I supposed to duck here? Yes. Let's see... Let's switch back to... just C real quickly. Let's just make use of the extra strength that we get from this model. Ow. That's part of the reason why I wanted the extra strength. My poor reaction times are out exactly that. Poor. Well, we're going up into like Frosty Mountains. So actually, this may be where we wanted to go. Hey, we did it! Did it, everybody. Stress call definitely came from this area. The signal is too weak to pinpoint the exact location. Guess it's up to me to find it then. I'll check further back. Ooh, icy boys. Ow. Just... Ow. Please stop bodying me. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, don't blame me on that. Honestly, had you not told me B, we might have been wandering for quite a while. Wow! There better be something hidden up here. There's not. That's just the game just being mean. Like, I almost can't be angry about that. Like... Like, that's just expert level trolling. Exactly. How dare you explore? We'll show you. Ah. Oh god. Yep, okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I bet you I could cut that rope. And I was right. Does this lead up here? This area is really maze-like. Huh. Yeah, definitely a lot of opportunities to explore around here. Boss, yeah. Where there's a distress signal here, so we're just searching for, like, what's going on around here, I guess. That's a very suspicious ice block. Almost like I'm gonna get something that's fire-based and I'll be able to melt it. Just a hunch, though. Yes, worms. Oh. Kind of freaked out about that. Didn't really know how to properly react to that. Okay, well. Anything over here real quick? Nope. You crazy moth. Yeah, I was trying to, like, place where those are from, but yeah, I guess you're right, huh? Oh man, giant bear! Aw, man! That bear's so cool! Why'd I have to destroy the bear? Why can't bear just be friend? Looks like there might be something over here. Go away. There we go. Right. I forget that the your sub-weapon attack is an overhead slash, which is very, very useful. Shortcuts! I don't know why I thought I could climb over them, but I tried anyways. Oh no! Bear! Bear's back and he's angry. So we're definitely coming back here with the heat-based weapon, because that's another ice block that was very clearly hiding something. Oh, Pitchcore, thank you so much for contributing to the Game Swap channel. Boy, you seem familiar. Oh, but we're on a conveyor now. Oh, okay, that's different. Oh god! How dare you break my cannon? I will show you. My god. I'm presuming this is faster than just doing charge shots, but I could be wrong. In fact, I am now doubting myself, so we're just gonna do this. There you go. Oh, nope, didn't actually want to go back in there. It is a really nice aurora. The terminal that was sending out the distress call. Nobody's around, though. Maybe it was a ghost! Oh, hey! Hey, it's Model W! So one day when we were just about ready to give up... Oh, one of our own went mad and destroyed our unit. Oh dear. Oh! Oh, hey! Serpent! He was always the most passionate about our research into the Model W fragment. Ah! So it looks like he was a guardian at one point. Same here. Like, the sun's actually still, well, there's still some light outside, which is nice. Like, at 6 o'clock, like, that's pretty great. Reading the biometal signature just beyond the locked door. We'll hack the lock from Guardian HQ. Alright. So we got what we needed. Now we can go and do some more cool things. Not really sure where we're supposed to go from here. I don't think we're supposed to go back down, though. I don't think that's the play. So let's head back up real quick. Ow. Ah, got bodied. Oh, getting bodied even more. Indeed, what a twist! There we go. Okay, maybe we are supposed to go back down, because there's definitely nothing else up here. Alright. Well, that was a fun little bit of exploration. Let's go ahead and head back down now. Yeah, because I don't think there's anything to our... Well, there might be something to our right. But I think it was just a health pickup or something. That's now no longer there. Oh! That's right, that door was locked, wasn't it? Alright, let's head this way. Once again, once I have something that's very fight. Oh god! Why did I not dash? That was really strange. Well, rip. Did I somehow use my other dash and I just didn't notice? Maybe that's what happened. Huh. Oh, can I not... Can I not... Oh, I can't... Okay, so I can't air dash while I'm underwater. Oh, how strange. So... Really inconvenient time to learn that. Oh, God. They were expecting you to dash towards that, I see. Switch back to this then. Oh, convenient boss. Oh, hi! Hi, Lurie? Oh, it's a good disc. I thought I told you Mavericks to leave anything of importance with me. Ah. Should have known you were after this data disc. Where's the rest? Oh, you better believe I am. I'm not gonna tell you anything. Bleh. Alright. Speed up this little guy. Get wrecked, nerd. Oh, hi. You didn't tell me you had that. Oof. Oof. Alright. So, got wrecked. That went well. Oh, it is an anglerfish. Yeah, you're totally right. Ah. Oh boy. You get frozen when that happens too, by the way. Oof, okay. So I think I have 1 life left, don't I? Yep. Alright. So it's gonna be sub-tank time after this. So I think in order to get level 4, I had to not hit her head. There we go. Well, hit that head. Just, this seems like it's actually a pretty easy one to get level 4 on. So, this is definitely a fight you're not supposed to just charge in incredibly recklessly. Because the biometal is supposedly there, and so supposedly when you hit the weak point, you damage the biometal. And you get a lower rank. And if you get a lower rank, then you have to repair the biometal in order to unlock its full abilities, which costs money. So hey, still rank 3, so it's not going to cost that much to repair at least. The Biometal of Ice, Model L. Looking very X-like, by the way. Looking for the rest of the data disk, right? I'm sorry, but it's already been taken away somewhere. 100 years have passed since the war, but it looks like some things never change. Hmm, 200 years? Yeah, I thought 100 years didn't seem like enough. It should be an interesting challenge to take on the one who bested the great Model Z. So once again, we gotta find the other Pseudoroid and beat them. Punch them in the face. But at least we got this! So, we can now swim! And we can also do this! Also, this has an item scanner on it, as you see in the lower right corner. Oh. I was looking at chat, thinking there was another door, but there was not. Alright. Got a blue card key! Alright, let's do one more mission before we call it a night. But first, save our data. Because we did get kinda wrecked there. Alright, let's fight the Mavericks! The Office District in Area G is under heavy fire from Mavericks. There are several Guardians in the area, but they're calling for backup. There's also Biometal. So that's nice. Oh, there we go. So we know where Area G is, at least, so we don't have to run around like a crazy person. That should be to the right of Area D. Yep. Alright. So, that's good. So this is obviously most useful in water. But hey. Kinda cool to have. Got this really hot slash. Oh, that slash actually might be pretty powerful, too. It does have a little bit of a lag to it, though, which is a little unfortunate. I'm actually gonna go refill my health. I sat there and allowed myself to get bodied trying to test that out. They should have given a better map. That's just 100% what they should have done. If I remember correctly, and from what little I've seen of the sequel, ZX Advent, they do that. They do actually give you a map that is actually functionable. Although I know people aren't as big of a fan of that game as this one, and I'll be very interested to see why. Seems like everything's on fire. Wonder if we could do anything to... cooling winds or something, I don't know. There we go, yes we can. We just have to charge. Interesting. Wind beats fire, I guess. It's seen better days. Ow. So one thing I didn't mention is that each of the biometals has different different abilities associated with it. You can see in the bottom right corner. So like this one's an enemy scanner, which is just a fancy way that tells you how much health the enemy has left. And of course, Model L has the ability to detect when like when there are items in the area. Has like a little bit of a map, which is neat. So yeah, there's yeah, these all have like different little cool little abilities that I really like. Anything down here? Oh, there's something to our... Oh, I bet you if I put out that fire, I could have gone somewhere. Oh boy, hi. Hey! Game over. Oh, not game over. Oh, do your lives come back if you save? Is that what happens? That must be what happens. Huh. That's good. Explore what fire down there? Oh, you probably meant the fire that I bypassed earlier. Oh, I picked up a couple one-ups along the way? Oh, I must have just not noticed. So I definitely had 0 when I, fought that last Pseudoroid. Okay. Oh, it only goes directly across. Nothing much going on in that one. Alright. Let's try this again, and hopefully I'll die less. Okay, there is absolutely nothing down here. Huh, but there's that. Wait, so then I have to be able to come through here somehow. Ah, don't go after him. Oh, right, I can go through platforms. Hey, got that health. It's just not typically a Mega Man thing to do, to be able to go through platforms. The other Guardians went further on to try to save more people. They are surrounded by Mavericks and haven't come back. Use the old portable server. Please, you have to save everyone. Dash up, please. Oh, you can't do that to me. You can't have a little alcove up there and have nothing in it. Hi. You don't scare me. Oh, fine. I'll turn. Be human. Yep, rescue unit. He was terrifying with flames covering his body. Took several of the captives away. Jeez. Seems like kind of a jerk. Hey. You could use the jazz jump to leap over him. Oh, I got many a thing I could. Oh my, dearie me. Oh, I bet you I can go through there, can't I? I see operation behind that window. One of us went inside to help, but the fire surrounded them. They are trapped. All right. All right, others. Okay, will do. Make sure you aren't transformed when you talk to townspeople. Yeah, I discovered that. They were not pleased. Hopefully I'm not doing this in an incredibly silly order. Because I did kind of go up and then immediately start going down. Ow. Okay, nothing over there, but figured I'd check anyways. I was too slow and couldn't escape in time. He's very happy for being trapped by fire. He hadn't come along, I would have become one extra crispy old man. Okay, maybe that's why he's happy. Oh, I was given a portable transceiver in order to transport people. So, you know, we're able to get him out. We're able to get him to safety. I bet you we're not supposed to be down here yet. So let's go back out. Okay, no. Maybe we were supposed to go that way. Oh, hey, fake Mario. Can't find Bosch. Alright, I'll save him. No worries. No worries, little guy. I gotcha. Oh, right, let's go back through here. Now I know that this probably is somewhere we're supposed to go. Ow. Slither Inc. won't take it easy on a maverick like you. Oh, right. No, I'm actually human. How'd you end up in this mess? Probably because you keep slandering Reploids. Compared to the value of a life, please take it. It's yours. Oh, thank you for the energy crystals. Thank you for the money, rich person. Ah. Can't defeat those in one dash slash. It's a little unfortunate. Okay, we did 2, we done 3, we done 4. Oh, you're welcome, Plantain. Nice. KPBot, thank you so much for, oh god, contributing to the Game Swap challenge. Do appreciate that. Oh, right. Sorry, no. I'm actually a cool lady, not a cool guy. Ow. You're that person's mom. Oh, thank you. I desperately needed that. There's almost undoubtedly something under one of those fires. Like, it just feels like there has to be at this point. There we go. Okay, so gotta go through the window. Did you come to help us? Thank you. I think someone is controlling the Mavericks. This fire is all his fault. He should be at the top of the building, getting ready to head to the next one over. Gotta teach him, if you play a fire, you'll get burned. Very, very serious. How proud do you think he is that he thought of that on the fly, you know? Or do you think he was, like, sitting there thinking about it for a while? And, like, he showed up, he's like, alright, man, sweet. Get to say it to this girl, it's gonna be great, she's gonna think I'm so cool. Oh, you seem absolutely fine. You can just walk on out of here. Nothing there. Who are you? Did you come to save us? As you can see, this room is covered in smoke. Some of the people escaped through the room windows. They might still be waiting for help on the other side. Is this your way of saying I need to come back through here? Nope. Totally expecting there to be somebody there, but no, guess not. Almost got there. Man, I wonder. Think I could make it over there? Probably could, couldn't I? Probably shouldn't risk it. I could just go this way and be perfectly safe. Heck did this lead? Oh, because this is now a lefty-righty sort of situation, isn't it? Because I'm facing the other way, so I'm not actually heading to my left. I was heading to my right. Huh. Because I bet there's going to be nothing over here. Yep. Well, still. Kind of cool that they accounted for perspective differences with that. Even if it did disorient me a little bit. Alright, let's get on in there. Huh? Command dashed my way into the ground. I'm able to turn that off. I really, really should. Gonna slide down one of these buildings. Eventually there's gonna be something there. And it won't just be bees. Ow. Doubt that will break it. What's the charge move for this? Appear to have made ice. Huh. I bet you after I get another biometal, I'll be able to go there. Ah, okay, I can walk through there. Cool. Keeping mental maps was an important part of making progress. Oh, yeah. Yeah, very, very essential. Oh, hey! Look at you! Oh, man, Fist of Leo! Oh. Oh, I think I'd be down with you, Fist Leo. You have such a dumb name. Mavericks choosing me? What are you talking about? The Mavericks were not causing all that trouble just for fun, you know. They were trying to locate the perfect vessel for Model W. It is all tied into the holders of the biometal. Oh boy. After all, you survived the Maverick raid those many years ago. No, no, no. Fist Leo's so much better than Tiger Fist. Don't you know? Do not accept your destiny, then you'll have to accept your end. Alright, I wonder if you're weak to electricity like the rest of the fire that's around here. Maybe? Can't really tell. Well. Ah, okay. He's able to heal himself. Oh, nah. Why not? I think it's our last life as well, so I need to be very careful. Yep. Yeah, I did a decent amount. Ow. I don't know what you just did there, but I don't appreciate it. Ah. Oh, we should... Let's not risk it. There we go. I was transformed into a pseudoroid. I was supposed to have the power of a god. But I was beaten by a little girl. It's because your model's probably that one dude that just basically shot fire a lot. Human form does not have a weapon. Human form's abilities are it can crawl, and that's cool. Let's get a move on. Who are we gonna take down next? Oh. Some things don't change, eh? It's all so complicated. I don't really know what's going on. Mega Man series in a nutshell. Just know that he used my power to do his dirty work. If you're out for payback, I'm your model. Got a problem with that? Oh yeah, you probably want that. Can't give you the whole thing to you yet, blah blah blah. There's another pseudoroid, you gotta beat him. So yeah. So you're probably wondering what's the cool thing you can do with this model? You can make your shots go in weird directions. Oh, yeah, it's gonna want me to actually use this touchscreen. Okay, so I can switch between left and right arm. How do I activate the, Well, if I could actually figure out... It's supposed to be right-click in order to actually touch things on the screen, but I can't touch things on the screen. That's strange. But the idea is that you can, like, create different patterns for your arms. Like, one is right, one is left. And so if you want to fire up, you can fire up, and that's cool. Also, I got a punch. Punching cool. Alright. Mission complete, 400 energy crystals transferred. We got a red card key. Is that nice? I think that's nice. Alright, let's go ahead and save, and don't really have enough time to do another mission tonight, so we'll probably go ahead and call it here. Yep, you can like arc shot over the obstacles, because yeah, you can go like 2 squares forward, then up 3 squares, then 2 squares forward, and like 3 squares down. So yeah, you can make your shots do dumb things. Yeah, the punching part probably allows me to punch things out of the way, which I'm gonna have to experiment with. But that's gonna be for Wednesday. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it evening today. Thank you all for joining me today. This was a lot of fun. And looking forward to doing this Wednesday. We're gonna be going at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So hopefully I'll see y'all there. Y'all have a good rest of your evening, and see you on the flip side, everybody.